Hello friends, today in this video we will learn how to send emails in Gmail when new deals are added to a stage on Pipedrive. Now many of you might be working in such a company where you have to deal with customers every now and then. And every time a new deal is successfully done, you are supposed to send a confirmation email to that customer. Sending emails every now and then is a time-taking task. Let me make it easy for you. Today we are going to integrate Pipedrive and Gmail in such a way that Pipedrive will be our trigger application and Gmail will be our action application. And every time a new deal is added in Pipedrive, the email will be sent directly without any manual work. We will be doing this using an automation software called Pabbly Connect. Let us learn how to do it. So this video is about how to send emails in Gmail when new deals are added to a stage on Pipedrive. Now, Pipedrive is a customer relationship management software. You're supposed to deal with customers over there and enter your deal details in Pipedrive only. And every time you're supposed to send an email for that specific person who we are dealing with is a time-taking task. So let us learn how to do it using Pabbly Connect. So as you can see, this is the landing page of Pabbly, and on the right corner, you can see two options over here, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have an account already in Pabbly, you have to click on sign up for free. And because I am having an existing account, I will click on sign in. It will take me to the login page where I can just click on the sign in with Google tab option and then it will log in directly. After clicking on login, it will take me to this window where I can see all the applications that are provided by Pabbly. For today's workflow, we have to click on Access Now, that is under Pabbly Connect. We are going to use Pabbly Connect to integrate Pipedrive and Gmail. It will take me to this dashboard of Pabbly Connect where you have to click on Create Workflow on the right corner. After clicking on Create Workflow, it will ask you to name the workflow. Because we are using Pipedrive to Gmail, right? You are creating a deal and that person will get the mail through Gmail. So you are going to name it Pipedrive to Gmail. You can use any other name according to your own choice. Click on create and then it will take you to the workflow page. Here you can see two options, trigger and action. What is a trigger and what is an action? Trigger is when this happens. Like there is a trigger which is going to happen, and whenever that trigger takes place, an action is supposed to happen. Action is do this. For example, today our trigger application is going to be Pipedrive. Why Pipedrive? Because the purpose of this whole workflow is as soon as you add a deal detail in Pipedrive, if that deal is successfully closed, then that person will receive a mail from Gmail. So your action application will be Gmail. All right. So next option is trigger event. You have to select an event, okay, on which that trigger is going to take place. So today we have to choose new deal and then you click on connect to connect Pabbly Connect and your Pipedrive account. Now before clicking on connect, go and check your Pipedrive account. Like you can see on the screen, this is my Pipedrive account. I have had prior deals over here. So I have already made my Pipedrive account. You also make sure that you have made it. Now click on connect and then it will take you to this place where you have to click on add new connection because you did not have any connection earlier, right? It will ask you for API token. So for API token, look under the column only. You can find the API token by logging to your Pipedrive account that we have already done. And after login, go to settings, then personal preferences, and then you will get your API. So you go to your Pipedrive account, click on settings, and here on the first place you can see personal preferences. As soon as you click on personal preferences, here you can see API. Now there is already a token present over here, but make sure that you generate a new token every time because you might not remember the earlier token was used for what purpose. You copied it from here and then you come and paste it right here and click on save. Your connection is established. Now company domain is a very important part, so please pay attention. You have to enter the company domain. In order to understand the meaning of company domain, read below it that you have to enter Pipedrive company domain over here. Why? See, now this is my Pipedrive account. Okay, let me go back to deals page and see, this is the URL. But the domain is this only because that is the name of my Pipedrive account, right? So you copy the whole URL, not a problem. You paste it over here, but just take the domain part, okay? No need to use the whole URL. So remove everything before and after the company domain. And this is your company domain for Pipedrive. And then you click on save and send test request. But remember that as soon as you click on this button of save and send a test request, you have to go back to Pipedrive and then create a new deal. So click on save and send test request and go back to Pipedrive. And then you see this green button over here written with plus deal. Click on that and then you have to enter the details of that specific person that is you're dealing with. All right. So let's give it a name called Remy George. Okay. The organization, let's give it a name Pabbly 01. Any name you can give. The value, whatever is the value of the deal, I'm giving it 50. But the currency has to be chosen according to you. I am choosing Indian rupee. Okay. Now expected close date, let us give it 11. That is tomorrow only. Now phone number and email. Phone number is your choice, but email is very necessary because you are going to use this email to send mail from Gmail, right? That is the purpose of this whole workflow. So let us write the email address of Remy. georgeremy01@gmail.com. All right, click on save and the deal is created. Now you have to go and find the deal again. Click on the deal and see. Open the deal and see all the details of that specific person is over here. If you want, you can add more details as per your requirement. But the most important part that I want you to pay attention is this won and lost option. Now, whenever you create a deal, the deal either goes successful or it doesn't go successful. So this won and lost option is that only. In Pipedrive, you have to mention that either the deal is won or it's lost. Okay, so you go back to Pabbly Connect. We were waiting for a response and it's still showing waiting for response. Till now, Pipedrive work is done completely. So just wait for the response from Pabbly Connect. So see, here we have the response. This response has been received by Pabbly Connect. See, we can just go through the response. The name, the work is given, the email ID is given, and all the other details. We have to add a filter to this whole workflow. Now, what is a filter? Why will you send email, a thank you email to somebody with whom the deal is not closed successfully, right? So before adding your action application over here, you have to add a filter. So type filter in this application and then the label will be status that is open right now. So you will click on open, that whenever this status that is right now open will be equal to 1. How? I told you about this won and lost over here. All right. So if you later on updated it to 1 or lost in whichever way. So if only the deal is 1, then only this filter will allow this trigger to be forwarded to the action. Okay. So the value is 1. Only and only if this open is equal to 1, then only this will be done. So you click on save and send test request. And then what will happen is, see, the status is error and the message is that the condition is false. And that is very correct. Why? Because our condition right now is open and the value we want is 1. So the condition right now is false. So you just save this filter. Our process is going correctly. And then comes the last step, that is adding the action application. So you type Gmail right here, click on Gmail, and then you add the event that is send email. For example, as soon as the filter allows this trigger to pass on to action step, Gmail will send an email. Now you connect your Gmail account to Pabbly Connect. Click on add new connection, connect with Gmail, and then it will just ask access. Click on your email ID and then allow. That's how Pabbly Connect and Gmail will be connected. Authorization is successful, and see, now Gmail is asking all the required details to you. Now remember, this bracket with required in red color says that this part is most important. This should not be left empty. Others you can actually leave empty only if you don't need them. Now recipient email address, it's very easy. This is a very important step of your whole workflow, and this step is called mapping. Mapping is actually creating a proper pathway from the trigger to the action application. You have to map the path of the information that you received after you captured the response in Pabbly Connect. That information has to be given the correct path to the action application. So recipient email address, click on that and see. It asks you to insert data from the previous step. So click on Pipedrive New Deal and then you find the email. Now don't enter your own email because this is recipient email address, right? So what was the name? Remy it was. See, George Remy01, this was the email address. So you mapped the correct email address. Now sender's name. So if you want to enter your own name, so this is the data user ID name. So I'm going to enter that as the sender's name. Email subject, see now. Email subject is required, but it's not necessary that you have to map that data from the information you've received. If you want to send the same data to everybody, so you can just write right now, no need to map over here. It will be a static data, which means it is not going to change for different people. It's going to be the same. Like it's deal successful is the subject. Okay. Now email content is thank you mail, as I said. So thank you for your support. We are looking forward to work with you again. So this is the thank you mail. Only this much. And then the file name if you want to enter anything, an attachment or something. And then click on save and send test request. Now let it load. And then you will see all the responses have been received. See, the response result status is sent, and which is the proof that our whole workflow went successful. Don't forget to save this whole workflow, because until and unless you save it, it's going to work till you disable this workflow. So let us do a little recap of what we did. So our trigger application was Pipedrive, and we gave the trigger event as a new deal. You connected your Pipedrive and Pabbly Connect and you received this response. Okay. And then after receiving the response, before adding your action application, remember to add filter. Why filter? Because until and unless the deal is won or the deal is closed successfully, this trigger will not reach the action application. And then our action application was Gmail, and the event was to send an email to that specific person. So we mapped the information, and that's how this is the email subject and the email content we also gave, and this is the static content because this is not going to change for any different person. This is the name of the sender, and so you clicked on save and send test request and it showed you the response as sent, which means our work is complete. Now let us create a new deal on Pipedrive, and then let's check if the email is received or not. So we are going to open Pipedrive and then create a new deal right now after our workflow is complete. Okay. So let us give it a name. Let's enter the contact person's name, the organization name, and then the value, any value right now because we are just testing our workflow. Again, we will be entering an email that we can right away check that if our workflow is working correctly or not. You save this and then you open the deal to click on 1, that our deal is 1. So our Pipedrive task is complete, and now let's go to our inbox, our mail inbox, to check if we received any mail over here. Refresh it again. And we have this mail. See, the response is over here. Deal successful was our subject, and then this was the content. Thank you for your support. We are looking forward to work with you again with the name. So we have successfully completed our workflow. This shows that this is going to work successfully. So this was the video. I hope this helped. Thank you. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.